Ha, you thought we were done with these two, but no, we have returned. Backstory here, there's actually a desync in the last game, so it wasn't just a corrupted replay file, the game had actually desynced, and the players actually sent in the replay of that one rather than this one. So, this is actually Shrike versus Rebel Leader KN. So, unfortunately, you all know the outcome. Maybe there's like 2 people out there who hadn't seen the other video yet, so I'm gonna assume, like, I'm gonna try not to spoil it, but anyway. This is actually like this is the second time we've had a desync issue arise in the Kharak Cup. And actually, I feel like the music is way loud. Is that actually the case? No, maybe it's just me. Oh, I had the sound up to like 40. Lol. Okay. The first time, of course, was Garmulator versus Descara, which is actually a pretty important matchup, right? So it's kind of a big deal. And actually, that desync had happened in like a kind of an awkward time when like something was about to go down. Like probably one player was gonna win. The thing is, no one knows which player. Like it was really sticky. So they were both kind of happy to like have the desync and just sort of, you know, like start a new game there. So we just kind of overlooked that one. But it raises the question: what should we do when there's a desync and one player is like has the advantage but isn't clearly winning? But has the advantage for sure, because that's what happened last time, right? It's like, real sticky. Especially you get into problems where, like, you know, let's say someone busts like a crazy strategy, like no one seemed like 3 production cruiser rush or something, alright? I don't know. No one ever sees this coming. And then it's like working, and then there's like a desync. But it's not working enough that we can say he's already won the game, you know, like, what do we do? I don't know. I haven't really thought this far. Hopefully it'll never arise. Rebel Leader, you should put some power into mobility support. Small thing, but it makes a difference. Anyhow, let's look at this game though. It's going to be on the Shallows again. This is the map that they were playing before the desync era happened. I never noticed this little crevice right here. It's a cool map, isn't it? It looks very soft, you know? Like, something that's soft. Like smooth rocks rather than jagged ones like in the other maps. And I love the skybox too, how it's all like gray kind of. So it's a very different feeling than most DOK maps have. There's even lightning. Alright, back to the game. I'm so distracted. Rebel Leader going for railguns before having made any LAVs, which is pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Or no, that's Shrike, sorry. And Rebel Leader over here hasn't teched into anything yet. He's just got some sand skimmers. What's he spend his money on? I can't tell. Maybe it's this. I don't really know. Turret is set up on his 3rd, which is pretty annoying, I guess, although it's actually not in the best of positions, but it'll do. That probe out of position is going to get shot down. I don't know, the reason I'm a little skeptical about this is because it's the Shallows, you know what I mean? So like, first off, its position is a little weird. The sandskins could run here and then run up to it and kill it pretty much. Although they don't seem to see that. One of them's gonna go down, another one's gonna take quite a bit of damage. The other reason is because he can easily just take this as his 2nd. This only denies his like 3rd, and by the time you're getting a 3rd base, you usually have enough econ to deal with such a thing like that. And Rebel Leader could just power up the missile system and fire like 2 cruise missiles will take out a turret or something like that. So, and you know, impossible to dodge that because it's a turret, it doesn't move. So I don't know, that seems a little suspicious to me, but we'll see how it goes. These LAVs in here going for like a little bit of a poke, it seems, but there is an equal number of LAVs. We all know how that ends. Finally the tech comes down for Rebel Leader. It's going to be assault ships, and Shrike already has railgun fabrication, although he has not made any of them yet. Which is kind of why I was confused when he got that so early, but because, you know, it didn't seem like he was going to be able to make anything very soon. He could make another support cruiser, but doesn't seem to be interested in that. In fact, carry production and another support cruiser, and then you're golden. Stay golden, pony boy. Anyway, Power Reserve 1 finishing for our Conf player right here. He's going to chew up this base runner just a little bit unless he puts a turret down. I don't... Actually, no, 4 Sandstormers can't take down a turret, I don't think. Especially if they don't see it. Here come a bunch more Sand Skimmers. Oh, this one survives with 6 health. How clutch. Only takes out like 2 sand skimmers, I feel. It's a little bit underwhelming. I thought I was going to get more for sure. Whoa! 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 My man. What are you doing? That's so many. Wow. What are you doing? I don't even know. Alright, well anyway. He's gonna go for siege cruisers now, so that's pretty spicy. And obviously deals with turret rushes, which I guess is what Shrike's going for. I don't know. This seems like he got railgun fabrication just to get the upgraded carrier production. Which is a mistake, by the way, because that one's more expensive. Okay, now he's getting an upgrade for his railgun, so certainly he's gonna go for that. I don't know. I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Oh no. Oh no. Like he didn't even target the turret. It's still gonna go down here. Or maybe anyway. He was definitely aiming at it. Oh man, what's going on? I don't even know anymore. Like, he's about to get the railgun upgrade. He still hasn't made any railguns. This base runner is gonna escape somehow, despite the fact that these ships are faster than it. They're pulsating back and forth. Did you see that? All right, this is a really weird game, but whatever. It still hasn't made any railguns. A lot of turrets though. He's got the money for it, so why not, you know? Siege Cruiser tech was finished for Rebel Leader Kane, so he's going to be producing one of those already. Kind of on 2 bases, sort of. These sand skimmers have found a nice little window. Alright, let's see what they can do. They're pushing in here onto this carrier. Yeah, and they can just run right into this back line. There's nothing stopping this. Yeah, you target support cruiser first. This is good. This is what we expect to see. I was gonna say, amazingly, we might actually see support cruiser PD kill a sand skimmer, but it didn't happen. Alright, he's definitely gonna get a support cruiser here, though. And oh my goodness! Oh, with the barrage and everything, like, it's gonna work in this case, but that could easily have just killed his production cruiser, whereas he could just run up there and use the, you know, the normal attack. Okay, well that was actually a really good counterattack, but it didn't work. This production cruiser is still alive right here. Support cruiser's gone down on this side of the map, and he might even kill off the LAVs that are sent to deal with this too. I think he will. Probably by virtue of the fact that this guy had armor upgrades. And the damage upgrade is there, but it just now came in. It wasn't there before. Okay, here comes some more LAVs that should be able to deal with this. I don't even know what's going on, man. This is so weird. Because, like, these assault ships and this siege cruiser literally counter everything that's over here. Like, turrets, okay, we got a siege cruiser for that. LAVs, we got assault ships. There's nothing else. I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't know about going for interceptors at this point. With so many base runners on the field like there were, I feel like that's actually pretty dangerous because they can just put down their AA turret posts and then kind of negate the effectiveness of your army. But I don't know, maybe it makes sense, especially if you're expecting railguns, which would be the case. I would have rather expected because he has actually gotten railgun tech, just he hasn't produced any of them yet, so. What a game. What a game, what a game. These assault ships find a nice angle on this base runner, gonna deny this extraction. And this is gonna get hooned on. That's gonna go down. And the siege cruiser here just totally uncontested marching into the back line. What is gonna stop this? Here's a support cruiser, here's some railguns, that's a good start. And power reserve 1 was research, so there's 1 range, there's 1 weapons. Siege cruiser's dropping a barrage in here, it's gonna land on this turret mostly. Yep, it's gonna take the turret out. Here come the LEDs with another run by. No siege cruiser this time. They're probably going to get that production cruiser, though. It's hard to say. 3 railguns out now. That should be enough to hold this off, actually. Which is kind of surprising. I thought this was going to get here before there was anything really that could counter it. Interceptors were researched, but I don't see them being built yet. And actually, I was wrong. The assault ship here is going to be able to stop this push. This production cruiser, man, being held together by duct tape at this point. But they're still alive. What trolls? Am I right? I mean, if you go for a support cruiser and you don't kill it, I've said this before, it's actually like still pretty valuable because sometimes then you can get the value out of that later when the support cruiser is already damaged. Oh, look, an anti-air turret post. That's serendipitous. The interceptor is being produced at that moment that I saw. Although they're not showing up here. Look at that. Anyway, is there like a unit stat? Yeah. Maybe he doesn't have any. Maybe I'm just a noob, I don't know. Researching bombers now, oh boy. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, because you damage the support cruiser and it doesn't heal itself, you can come in later and like capitalize on that damage, but production cruiser, nuh-uh. This thing's already almost back to full health. That's gotta sting. This probe coming in here to check it out, I guess. Not totally sure why. And now Rebel Leader trying to extract an artifact off that side. Another support cruiser coming in, which I think is a good idea. A lot of power reserves coming in on this carrier here. And he's going for fighters himself. Power reserve 4 already coming out. So Shrike investing heavily into carrier power. Why not, you know, that is pretty nasty stuff. These base runners are going to try to put down some turrets, but I mean, there's already assault ships here, so we saw how that went last time. And in fact, this guy's well, he's a novice. He's a noob. Might as well say noob on there, because that's what he is, man. That's the case. Quite a few railguns here. They're not really daring to push out at all, which is interesting. Oh dear, they're going to go for this. Barrage is coming in. Lands directly on the assault ship. I think that's pretty funny. Does manage to pick off that turret. Assault ships get the other one. And there's another 500 CUs in the toilet. This base runner here just so astounded by the fact that that didn't work that he's just going to sit here and let himself get killed. These railguns, meanwhile, very bunched up. I'd like to see Rebel Leader make more siege cruisers. He's only made 1 so far. And bombers coming out from both sides, but I still haven't seen any get produced. I don't know. Anyway, I'd love to see him make more siege cruisers though, because even though there are railguns on the map, like siege versus rails is actually a pretty good fight there. Conf siege is a little trickier because their barrage doesn't do as much damage like to the entire area. It's kind of a bit more random, but you can still usually get some good damage done against railguns. It's a little tricky on the shallows, to be fair, but, you know. Yeah, so like one barrage right here, for example. It's not guaranteed to get the railguns, but it'll do some heavy damage to them. I'd love to see him do that, actually. He's in range already, you know. There it is. Oh, I love when people do what I say. I should be a manager. Salvager's doing some sick flips there. But the barrage was definitely targeted too far over to this side. Like, if it was targeted here, it would have been a bit better. We saw a lot of the shots just kind of fell short there. Whoa, what the... What? He salvaged the... He's been watching too many of my videos, I can tell. No, that didn't make any sense because, like, they were still, I don't know, like you only salvage your salvagers, well, salvage your salvagers, he retired them is the word for that. You only do that if like, your salvagers are never going to be able to get any value out of that position. You know, like that's the only case where I would really condone doing that. Soul Ship gets picked off by turrets here, so Barrage is going to come down on it. It'll probably be good, but I'm sure he wants to move that assault ship out. And meanwhile, there's 2 bombers from each side now, but Rebel Leader has also got a whole bunch of strike fighters. There's no AA anywhere to be seen on the map. Frankly, I feel like Shrike could just send out the bombers and the strike fighters against his opponent's carrier. Power Reserve 5 is going to fish and then just cruise missile him out of the game. That may very well be what happens because he hasn't really got many good prospects going on in the home front here. The Siege Cruiser has totally found his way in uncontested. And that's going to be painful pretty soon. These rails not going to be threatened very much by these assault ships right here, but there's really just nothing at home to counter this carrier with. Bombers are getting launched. There's 5. That's crazy. Of course, only 3 of them finished at the moment, but they targeted against the carrier, but bombers have reduced damage against carriers. I feel like that's not really going to do too much. Strike fighters getting targeted against the bombers. I think it'd be better to just target the carrier, honestly. Here comes the cruise missile. It is decently good. Now, yep, there you go. Strike fighters are targeting the carrier, as well as the bombers. And it's gonna die pretty soon, I would have thought. What a silly way to end the game. I don't even know what I was looking at, okay? I don't even know. But whatever that was, Shrike came out on top of it, so. Look at this thing. Pretty darn nice looking. Such a cool game. Anyway, yeah, that was really weird. I wouldn't take that as like a model for how to play the game or anything, but like, you know, it worked. Better than a corrupted replay file, we can definitely say that much. Anyhow, we will move on to the next rounds from this tournament.